You travel the world for Mafia. I bet you would. By the way, really quickly going to say thanks to Lucas Gradle, Jake Hyperiolu, and Slow Sloth, all for rejoining my YouTube channel. Thank you to all the members over there. But yes, you three in particular, because you've had to wait a long time. They joined the YouTube channel before the charity tournament began, but I was in the middle of charity tournament content, so wanted to give you guys a proper thank you, not Brian thank you. Okay, so we got the car in the new car. This is the Mudcat. Jbot is looking for his second on-stream win. He recently debuted with a win against Com. Fantastic series. And the car has been on stream plenty of times in the past, but this is his first appearance in a while. Let's see what adaptations he's made to his play since we last saw him. All of you who have seen the car play before will know that he loves to focus on 50-50s, and he loves to just dribble the ball around, make life as difficult for his opponent as possible. But already we're seeing more wave dashes than we're used to seeing from him, which is new. Cone is still there, of course, but yeah, very still 50-50 focused. There was one aerial 50-50 earlier, and then one in defense just there, and another one. You see he's just trying to drop the ball off the front end, off the vehicle, in time to get a block on what Jbot is doing. So the car coming in here is the higher rated of the two players after the season reset. I know it is still very early on in the season, but he's been putting the ranked ones grind in a little bit more than Jbot has. Wonder if that's going to help him out today. Very low scoring, in fact, well, completely low scoring here until the car opens up. And you know, I'm going to go ahead and say it, the car's mechanics are looking better than ever. And it has been a while since I saw him in 1v1. He's looking very clean. Lots of feints, lots of fake challenges, and some very cheeky recoveries. He's going to be 2-0 up courtesy of a kickoff goal. Jbot's in trouble here. He's going to have to figure out how to get the ball under his control, because the car's just not giving it to him for free. GG Basic, thanks for the 3-month Twitch Prime and all the meows. Smithlar, thanks for the 24-month tier 1. You already gave up in Classic, feels awful compared to retail. I gave up in retail, wow, after Cataclysm. Didn't play the... I grinded to max level in Cataclysm. Then I'd never really raided. I was just like, this is pointless, this is trash, so I stopped playing it. Then I never played MOP, played Warlords of Draenor for a bit, but even gave up on that after a while, and then I don't even know what the current expansion is, but yeah, the last time I played was early Warlords of Draenor. Look at these clean mechanics from the car. He's got all kinds of moves right now. Jbot is flopping all over the place, trying to keep up. A very 50-50 focused as usual. And if you're wondering what I mean by that, I just mean he's not afraid of them. He's very willing to take a 50-50 with his opponent. And that's not something that is synonymous with every high-level ones player. Some will avoid 50-50s like the plague. They'll try to bounce, dribble, flick and shoot, or anything else to keep the ball away from a contested situation. That seems to be where the car thrives. He loves these battles face to face. There's another one, but he's going to get the worst end of it by the looks of things. Jbot knocks the ball clear, can't continue into a counter-attack, but once again the car just absorbs the 50-50 with ease and scores off it. Really good stuff. Oh, thanks there, Fruity. Have I messed up my game here? I should probably change that, shouldn't I? This is what happens when I don't have any mods around to change things for me, because I'm lazy. That's the downside of having mods. See, before I had mods, I was like, I was all over the titles and banning people. As soon as I got mods, I just never look at any of that anymore. And if they're not there, I'm just like helpless. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I mean, technically we are just chatting. I'm not exactly playing a game, although there is gameplay. But you could argue that being in the just chatting section was appropriate. Matko, thanks for the 2-month prime. And TreeBear88, thanks for the 7-month prime. Really appreciate that. Did I say thanks to Ethan Bird12 for the 12 months as well? Not sure if I did, but welcome back, man. What do you got? It's awkward for Jbot. The car is going to go up 4-1 with a cheeky chip shot. Jbot, for most of this game, has been on the back foot, and although most players who are able to back up their opponent into the final third consecutively in 1v1 do it with shooting, flicking, and boost seals. The car really hasn't had to do that. He's just winning 50-50s, dominating style. Prod by Grim, thanks for the 2-month Twitch Prime. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. The car looking very, very clean today. If you've seen the car play in a previous show match, type 1 in chat, because I know he has played quite a few in the past, but none of them have been exceptionally recently, so if we've got lots of new viewers here, they might not remember him. That's less effective. Jbot is going to get his second goal of the game. It's only 2 people have seen the car in a show match before. He has played in several, in fact. He has played in a lot. Okay, 1, 2, 3, we've got 5, 6 people have seen him play. Yeah, his mechanics are looking really on point today, for the most part. That's a really well done save also. Taking the ball under control. You played against in a 2v2 tourney on my stream, where you played against the car. Oh, can he get it? Oh my goodness, he can! Jbot just gets around it. Look at that, off the ceiling. Double touch off the floor as well. That is insane. Definitely worth a gift your game if you ask me. Jbot fighting back late after the car's controlled the entire game. There's a small chance here for Jbot to make something happen. It looks like it's going to be the car scoring on the kickoff though, and that makes Jbot's life harder again. But wow, that goal by Jbot was disgusting. Really good stuff. Using all of his boost as efficiently as possible. The car looks like he's going to be just fine. Love that he's not gone for the corner boost there, just in case Jbot had enough boost for a counter attack. It looks like Jbot didn't actually. The car wants to play it safe. He's already got his 3-goal lead intact. Jbot really going to struggle to put 3 goals past someone who's had such good kickoffs in 50-50s.
Yet, I must ask, what class are you playing?
Magic thanks for 32 months. Tier 1. What class am I playing? In Classic WoW, played a Gnome Warlock on Gehannes EU Alliance. So that's where I am. If you want to run into me. When I made my character in Classic WoW, I went at level 1 to go kill some boars, as you do, and some other gnome walked up to me and said Rocket League, and then walked away. So I imagine it was one of you guys. I don't know which one of you, because I didn't recognize the name, but it was definitely one of you. So there you go, there's your shout out, whoever you are, whoever walked up to me and said Rocket League and then just left. You're a Gnome Warlock as well. It's a good choice, much better than human Warlocks. Definitely, like, if out of the Alliance options, you've got to go for Gnome Warlock. But anyway, let's get into game 2 here. I'm going to update the score for you guys. The car looking very good today. Mechanics on point. And I gotta say, the new car's looking pretty good. It's like kind of a Takumi, I guess, of sorts. A little bit bigger, maybe. Is it got an Octane hitbox? I would be surprised if it wasn't a Octane hitbox. It's a better start here for Jbot. Of course, doesn't matter how much boost he's got. He's feeling confident with the ceiling plays. It's going to be really hard to make that one work, though, with the setup he got. It is Octane hitbox, okay. Very interesting. I'll have to give that one a go later. Obviously, by that, I mean after I hit level 60 and WoW. Yeah, I would not be surprised to see a 3-0 here. I mean, Jbot's in his second series ever on stream. The first one was a very flashy back and forth between himself and Com. And this has been more of a, he's trying to pop off versus the car is trying to just pin him down, which is much harder for Jbot to play against. That, however, is a brilliant wall shot. Let's see if we can keep that up. Large Farmer, thanks for the 9-month Twitch Prime. Welcome back. Did I thanks to Mac over the 2-month Prime as well? I believe I did, but appreciate you either way, man. Am I going for 60? Oh yeah, of course. Gotta go for level 60. Did Jbot just get faked? He did just get faked. That is a mind game. Noxus almost beat Chicken in a 1v1 last season, and Chicken was a top 5 ones player. Don't know if it would be worth a potential show match in the future. Well, Chicken played 1v1 on my stream and he lost, so somebody beating him is not a good indicator of, guaranteed 1v1 show match potential. But I'm not, never say never, sorry. Beautiful recovery again by the car, as he continues to just hop and skip around Jbot. and effortlessly score. That's been one of the other differences between these two, is how easy the car's goals have looked compared to Jbot's. Jbot's been forced into all kinds of awkward positions just to get the ball into the net, and the car is just banging them on target time and time again. That's a brilliant shot. Straight over Jbot's head with power. For the Horde? Nah, man. For the Alliance. For the Alliance. I saw somebody got level 60 today. This is 30th of August. Okay, I couldn't believe that. Oh, what a save by the car. Yeah, it's recovered as well. Nice half flip into position to get the ball clear. Yeah, just like I said earlier on, this is certainly the best mechanical version of the car that I've ever seen. Very impressive stuff. And in the past, he was able to contest all of the best 1v1 players in North America, just using 1v1 IQ, positioning, and the like. But now he's got some very clean recoveries and speedy plays to match, and it's making him look a lot more scary. That's a good 50-50 by Jbot, though. He's back within 1 goal. When might we see another pentathlon? Not 100% sure, but yeah, I definitely will do one. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, hold on a second. The car has completely missed an open net, and now Jbot on the counter attack looks threatening. The car is going to surely score this time. Has he overran it? No, surely not. Okay, so it's going to cut it in. So Jbot not able to put the counter attack on target and does get punished for it. But wow, the car missed a completely open net, and he doesn't want to do that too many times. I mean, he's looking like the favourite to win this one, but you still want to take your open nets when you get them. Speaking of the car, TheCar, next to the 11-month tier 1. Welcome back. It's your brother, TheCar, in this match right now. Power slide dribble by Jbot. Did he just wave dash and reverse for a little bit of speedy recovery? It's not going to matter. The car plays the ball, and Jbot plays the boost, and you know what wins in that trade. Yeah, really can't be affording to do that. Jbot was just hoping that the car would follow him to that boost and lose the race, but that's just not the case. The car, too smart, takes the shot. Jamoose, thanks for 1,000 bits. That's giving rewards to 25 people in chat. Really appreciate that. Ceiling shot from the car. Just to waste a little bit of time. You know, keeping the ball up in the air is definitely going to make life difficult for Jbot. I'm not sure how he's planning to come back here. That's a good demo. The car may have been actually just trying to turn around and get a demo on Jbot, but he didn't realize how close Jbot was. Here, little bump does connect, but I think the car somehow saved that anyway. Wow, that is incredible that the ball didn't cross the line. It's Jbot, I believe, caught a piece of the car with his bump. The car still dodges into the ball. 3-goal gap. Car just dodging a demo there. Pinging another shot on target. Is quite a fast one, but not quick enough. There's a boost steal from the car, just to hamstring Jbot even further. Redbeard the Hazy, thanks to the 2-month Twitch Prime, and also Bale5, thanks to the 11-month Twitch Prime. Welcome to the stream, guys. There's an air dribble from the car. He's tried to adapt into a low 50-50 after realizing Jbot's up, but he didn't get there in time. And Jbot's also missed an open net. That's 1 each for both of these guys in game 2 alone. Open net misses in both of them. Look at the car's 50-50s. Man alive. Huge dunk on Jbot as the car approaches the goal line. It's a brilliant block. Great use of the car's hitbox. Merp1991, thanks for 20 months Twitch Prime. Poka, thanks for 38 months tier 1. I believe that's all the months currently. Sean D, thanks for the year of tier 3. That's absolutely insane, man. One day I should just line up for a review. One day. It's pretty hard. I mean, I'm planning to do some reviews today, as you know, but we'll see how long it takes before we get year 1.
Our schedules will line up for the review.
Optimal hitbox manipulation pog. Now that is one way to say it. So similarly to last game, we've got a 3rd goal coming in for Jbot late, but I don't think he's left himself enough time to control his own destiny here. You have to win all the kickoffs. Little flip reset wave dash combo from Jbot, not Jamesbot, as I always say every time. But it's not going to work out. The car is standing in the goal line, looking very ready for everything that comes his way. The car actually getting a flip reset as well after his initial dodge into the ball. he's just trying to get a nice goal at this point. He doesn't need anything else. He's already won the game.
Cheers, John.
And just like I said earlier, I wouldn't be surprised to see a sweep here, because I was expecting Jbot to come into this match with a mechanical advantage and TheCar to come in with a positioning and technical advantage. Strategical advantage, if you want to call it that. But in fact, I'd say they've both been on a par mechanically. Yes, Jbot has scored the better goals. Jbot has had more aerial and flashy elements to his play. But TheCar's ground play has been absolutely flawless. Except for that open net miss, of course. ELE70EE, thanks for the 3-month Twitch Prime. I have no idea how to say your name, but I do appreciate you a lot. Let's get into game number 3 here. It is a best of 5, so Jbot needs to win. Next 30, not sure who's still ahead of you. There's still the rest of the series. Well, I'll tell you what, Sean, if this series is over quickly, we can maybe do yours first, although I'll have to ask and see if the people in front of you are going to be available after. Because there were quite a few of them to go through today. There's always tomorrow as well. Oh, get clapped. The car's smashed right into the back wall. Really nice stuff by Jbot. All he needed there was one touch on the ball. But then he knocks the car into the ceiling almost. Anything from Chippy in recent times? I don't know what Chippy's been up to. I've not seen much of him in the rank ladder or in other Rocket League streamers' streams. This isn't a YouTube-worthy matchup. I'd say that, you know, Jbot, in his debut, beating Com, makes whatever matchup he plays next to my stream YouTube-worthy. Also, the fact that TheCar is looking so good today, him being a player that we've actually had on my channel many times, it's good to keep up with him, see how he's getting on, because he has been grinding, he's been putting the practice in, and it's starting to show. Still 2-1 down in game number 3.
If I had a little brother, I'd want him to be just like you, Johnny.
Oh no.
Maybe a bit off of the nose.
Thank you, Cheeky Swerve, for the 2-month Twitch Prime. That revenge kickoff goal is for you. It's not YouTube worthy to Twitch. What do you think YouTube worthy means? I've never heard this. YouTube worthy. You guys realize that I put like the vast majority of my live stream show matches on YouTube. I just put them up there. Yeah, these two guys have both played on my stream before. They both won matches on my stream before, so I don't really need to say any more. You want to see what they're getting up to. Oh, that was cheeky. TheCar looking for a little bit of a pop fake. One of the more rare mind games that you're going to see. This is an interesting back and forth. This is the sort of position where TheCar is strangely comfortable. I don't know how he does it, but he's consistently threatening from this sort of spot. Almost getting a goal there. In fact, he might have done. No, Jbot will put it wide. Thought he might be own goaling, but it's actually a good touch. Boost Steel's coming in for the Mudcat driving car. Oh dear, though. He's completely wrong-sided himself. And that's an easy goal for Jbot. What on earth happened here? So TheCar expected the ball to kick off the back wall. He didn't realize it was just bouncing straight into the box. Straight onto the goal line, even. And he just lets it happen. 4-1 Jbot. Gonna make it 5. Below 50-50. Works out. 5-1. He's beaten TheCar at his own game. Alright, this is a good chance now for Jbot. I mean, I said I was predicting 3-0 after I saw the opening few minutes of game 1. But if a comeback does start happening, Jbot is certainly a pop-off kind of player. He could just level up and make this matchup look completely different. We're going to have to wait and see. Job 1 is hold on to this lead, because he's got quite a long time inside this game that he has to do it with. My server has 3,100 people in queue. I can't believe you've gone on such a full server. Well, me and some friends went on that World of Warcraft server because we know quite a lot of... well, we used to watch some WoW streamers, and we know that that's the server they're playing on. So we wanted to play on their server. Spoiled with usual very high level 1v1 gameplay. Well, TheCar is certainly one of the highest, or one of the most successful tournament 1v1 players in North America for the past year. He's maybe only behind First Killer, Taroko, and Mektos in terms of how much success he's had in 1v1 tournaments. Jbot is certainly one of the up-and-comers. I mean, did you just see that recovery by Jbot to keep the play alive? Very, very nasty stuff. But no, I don't need to explain anymore as to why you should pay attention to these guys. It's just, it should be obvious. It should be obvious, and certainly with Manfield Night NA coming up later this year. That's right, you heard me. We're doing Manfield Night NA. You might be seeing more of these two, maybe both of them. We'll see if they qualify. Not the game to go here. Jbot needs to be careful. It looks like he has just conceded another kickoff goal. 4-goal difference. And there's definitely a chance for the car to come back here and finish the sweep. Rizzle1, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. Did I level as a group? I leveled part as groups, partly solo. All quests so far for the WoW leveling grind. Jbot's pretty out of boost here. In fact, I believe he's completely out of boost. So the car's got a moment that he can try to abuse. Doesn't look like he's gotten the best out of that situation though. Really bad 50-50. He's going to demo Jbot and try to set up a hook shot. Here it comes. Jbot did spawn on the side the car wanted him to spawn on. Big little bump coming in and it lands. The car within 3 goals. Now that was a calculated finish. Well played. So he realized he didn't hit the ball hard enough to get a shot or a dribble started with enough pace for it to be threatening. So instead just picks up the ball, pops it, bumps Jbot out of the air. Now it's in a position where it really could easily be a 7-5 game. Huge throwaway by the car. Going to be kicking himself for that one. Not only because he missed, but also because Jbot has scored on the counter attack. You love the Manscaped series. Watch every episode. I'm really glad. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of good feedback about the Manscaped series. Glad you guys like it. It was a lot of fun to make. Very hard to get those recordings done. That's why you might have noticed the games were spread out over quite a long duration. Like 4 months or something, just because it was so difficult to get people from, content creators from multiple different countries in some cases, certainly states in others, online at the same time and in a lobby to play a best of 5. It wasn't easy at all, but we got it done. Speaking of difficult, the car has got his work cut out for him. I don't think game number 3 on the cards. I don't think that it's going to be possible. Well, let's see what he can conjure up here in the final 50 seconds. Jbot is playing this one very smart, just keeping the ball low. Doesn't want to give it away for free by clearing it for no reason. Trying to play his boost efficiently here, but he has given the ball straight to Jbot, who gets demoed from behind. The car needs to be scoring here, or it's going to be over, but I think, has he hit that wide? He has, for now at least. And Jbot initially saves one shot, gets another save, double goal line pop by Jbot to secure the game. What a stop. You know, he probably had it in the bag anyway. Just would have needed one good kickoff in the potential 3, and he would have been fine. But still, that makes it a whole lot easier for him. 11 seconds left instead of 30, and there's still 2 goals needed. Kickoff goal would have been scary there, but Jbot manages to avoid that outcome. Now the car has to turn, and Jbot knows that, also turns with him and wins the game with a race to the ball being completed. So no sweep here for the car. Jbot fights back strong. Let's see if he can keep that up going into game number 4. Yeah, again, big thanks to everybody donating to Sickler Cancer Society through the Just Giving page and the Manscaped Charity 10K. Although the event on YouTube will be finishing on the 4th of September, the charity will be live for an additional 1 day. 1 day? Sorry. Why did I say 1 day? It's 2 weeks. I don't know why I said 1 day. But yeah, it's live for another 2 weeks after that on the page. Then I believe the page will be locked. So if you want to get your charity donations in, that's when you have to do it. You can find the link if you type !charity in my Twitch chat, or just check descriptions on YouTube videos, whatever you may be watching on. Very nice demo by Jbot. Now, he opened the scoring in the last game and transitioned it into a win. Let's see if we can do it again. Not yet. Low flick. Easily saved by the car. Car, it's going to show him how it's done. The side flip must be superior. Or at least, that's what I would want you to believe. The car showing a very, very easy to execute flick there in comparison to what Jbot was attempting. But just as effective. Perfect dodge by the car. Clearing the ball and landing on the boost at the same time. That allows him to follow up quickly. Forgot you were live. Can't get enough of these 2v2 tournaments. I'm glad you're enjoying the 2s, man. Glad you're enjoying it. It's got a few more days left if you're watching this on Twitch, of course. You got more 2v2 on my YouTube to look forward to in the coming days. Another great dunk by the car. Jbot still doesn't have an answer for it. Should really be thinking now, if the car is coming at him pretty high, there's a good chance it could just be a bump coming in. Well, let's see now what Jbot can get on the counter attack. Open net miss for the car. Jbot wave dash out the ceiling setup. Another ceiling setup. Sun's got low momentum, but he does have the wave dash. Oh! No flick on the ball, and the car scores on the counter 3-0. Jbot is going to be so disappointed. He had some golden opportunities there, but he's just given them both away. No problem. Thanks for the 12 months. Really appreciate that. Let you play on stream your plat. Probably not the best idea. Probably a terrible idea, to be honest, but thanks for the offer. Jbot will get 1 goal back. Let's see what the Jbot is getting up to here. Love that cut in field. But the car was sort of stationary. I reckon the moment that the car committed to the near post like that, he should have just kept on going for the ball. There was no point staying where he was. And the car is no doubt going to be sticking around for this ball. He doesn't want to concede ball pressure like he did for the last goal. He'll be well aware of the mistake that he made before. Plat YouTube worthy, you think so? Well, maybe in a platinum only tournament. Jbot has a bit of boost to spare here. Flip reset just under the crossbar. And that's one of the best ones we've seen on stream in a long time. Look how low he comes with it and gets it back up into the air. It's arcing beautifully. Certainly another gift your game worthy clip. 3-2. Jbot trying his absolute best. He's dug deep into his bag of tricks and he pulls out an incredible goal. Yeah, this could be the comeback, guys. Remember I told you, Jbot is a very pop-offy player. When he feels good, he plays good. And when he plays good, he feels good. It's a vicious cycle. Of course, it works 2 ways though. And he's got to try and keep this momentum going. Car only looking for 1 more win here. Oh, that's nice to pick up though for Jbot. The car will stop it at the near post. It's well saved. Jbot somehow getting the boost in that side position. Really messed up the car's plans. He thought he was going to get that. And ended up having to go back all the way. Look at that. Completely out of boost to the near post. The car has nothing to say about this one. A nice air roll on the shot from Jbot, just to make sure that it's got the power that it needs to get into the net. Where can you see the gift your game gifts? I've got to actually go to my Discord to check if they're working after. Oh, it looks like they're not working at the moment for spectator. That's a shame, but yeah, gift your game is still fully functional for what do you call it? For just gameplay, and I think even training, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, when you're spectating, it doesn't make gifts properly. Yeah, sometimes I like to just do it anyway because it'll remind me what the good goals are. You can look at the gifts from the perspective it does give you. Oh, now this is very interesting. We've got a aerial mind game coming in. So the car's challenge was so fast that Jbot didn't want to play the ball because he was so worried that it would just go straight into his opponent. And the car was going for a block. He ended up missing as well. It's not something you see every day, but that is exactly how you want to be challenging these aerial plays, if you can get up there and contest it, you probably should, because your recovery mechanics in ones these days are so good that you can afford to do that. You are allowed to be in the air for longer. It's still considered viable. Platinum only turning? Nah, no thanks, sorry. Clues on how to make Gift Your Game gifts longer. Well, if you go to the actual Gift Your Game app, not just the messages they send you in Discord, open up the Gift Your Game app in the system tray. You can make gifts longer or shorter in there. Oh, wow. Look at the power for Jbot, and he follows up with his 6th goal. TheCar was not expecting that. That's incredible lift. Jbot even boosting back down a little just to position himself for the rebound. 6-3, that's actually 6 consecutive goals, I believe. Incredible stuff by Jbot, who refuses to give up in a tough series against a tough opponent. Potato Pineapple 123, thanks for the 18 months. Really appreciate that. Car trying to hide himself behind the ball so that his opponent can't see where he's going, or where he's coming into the challenge from, I should say. That's not the best clear by Jbot. The car has an open net and he'll take it. 2-goal game, and the 4-game series win is still on for the car. All he needs is a kickoff goal, and we'll have a very interesting ending. It's not a direct kickoff goal, but possession should be in the car's control after this one. Jbot stuck around. He doesn't have 100 boost if I'm not mistaken. 20 seconds left. Should be possible for him to hold on. Nice save with the near post. He actually gets the car to knock it away for him. No good 50-50s for the car at the end of this game. Jbot's standing strong and in the way of the goal. That lob, whatever he decides to do with it, will confirm the game win. He goes for the mind game. It's not going to cross the line, but Jbot executes on the mind game right at the end of the match. And would you look at that, we're going to game 5. Now this might seem a little bit scripted to you guys, you know, about how I was saying that there's probably only going to be a sweep here today. That was just a mind game. The script was said 3-2 all along. Will we see more from Com anytime soon? I certainly hope so. Com's one of my favorite players to watch these days. Incredibly creative and aggressive. Jbot with a similar playstyle, in fact, just a little bit toned down. He's not as crazy and not as consistent with the crazy plays that these guys do make. That being said, he has had some pretty good plays. A little bump there by Jbot. To get game number 5 started, this is it. This is the final game of the series. Car looking for a bump. Actually, just going to air dribble it over the top. Let's see this again from the outside POV. So the car actually making it look like he's going to go for a bump here, but instead just flies into the ball a second time to knock it past his opponent, who is sitting on the ground, not really doing anything. Good script as always. Yeah, it's a great one, right? Oh, the car is snapping a shot in the bottom corners, making Jbot's life even harder. So Jbot is trying to get in range here, play the ball, maybe run into the corner for the boost, but he just couldn't quite get there. Just like in game 4, he has to come back from a 3-goal deficit. Let's see how he handles it. Car, flip reset, fakes it into a dunk, but saved by Jbot. It's very viable, the flip reset fake. A lot of people are going to show you respect for it. People are pulling these off in all kinds of ranks now, so that makes the mind games even better than before. So many people are pre-jumping. That save could be crucial later on. Oh, that save could also be crucial. Well done by the car. So he puts the ball into the corner and then scores it on the counter-attack. 3-0. Jbot not getting a good takeoff there. I should do a tourney where pros have to use default everything? Nah. What would be the point in that? Like, you're just basically watching some pros be perfect because they've already played with default everything, and then you see others be just all over the place. I'm not sure it would be enjoyable to watch.
Good script as always, just dropping by from YouTube for my sub.
Hey, thanks NSJ, CN. Welcome to the stream, really appreciate that. Looks like Jbot is going to score and start a late comeback, just like he did last game. But he still needs more. Did I enjoy WoW Classic? Yeah, it was great. Loved it. Definitely going to play some more. It's very nostalgic, very fun. Would recommend if you've played the originals. If not, then maybe you're not going to enjoy it so much. Well, that could be huge. Car. Oh my goodness, he's missed it again. That's the same miss as earlier. Off that near post. Let's see what happens in the counter though. Nothing too bad. Jbot sent packing back home after a relatively easy save for the car. The car is trying to give Jbot anything but that on the other end of the field. Are looking pretty invulnerable at the moment. And Jbot find a weakness. Well, I'll tell you what, that might be one. The ball's actually on target. Jbot puts it in. And it didn't look like it was going to get past the car, but that's exactly what happened. Brilliant turn by Jbot. As soon as he had the car past 180 degrees, turned around, he smashed that boost button. Just like all you guys should smash that Twitch Prime and subscribe, whichever one it may be, and join, follow, you know. That was a seamless transition. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Mudcat has the Octane hitbox, if I'm not mistaken. That's on my Twitch chats inform me. It looks like it'll have a Octane hitbox. But yeah, see what we just witnessed. We just witnessed the car landing a flip reset in plain sight. Jbot knows that he has it, and he has to respect it because everybody's doing flip resets these days. So if your opponent lands on the ball, you have to assume, okay, he could just be flicking that. I can't just dive in. But it's quite funny. Sometimes diving in is the best outcome, especially when players just miss their shot like that. Should have known the car would flop the flip reset. See, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I haven't seen the car play once in ages, but he has been playing once. It's just that I haven't seen him play once, so I didn't know what kind of differences his or adaptations he'd made to his play. But yeah, with 2 minutes and 15 left, it's still Jbot down by 2. He's had a good comeback last game, so he'll be feeling relatively confident here that he can make something happen. Not confident enough to deal with one of the car's 50-50s. Brilliant air roll shot though. And the fake challenge to lead up to it was absolutely perfect. Look at that from the car. He just passes the ball to Jbot because Jbot faked a challenge, turned around, and collected the ball when it got hit at him. 1 goal game. This is a brilliant, brilliant match. Luke Martin, you owe me money. Well, if anybody here is called Luke Martin, apparently you owe somebody money. I don't know the person myself. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Jbot with the ball chase. The car had the 100 boost in this position, but it doesn't matter when you get bumped off your goal line. Wow. Now that is how you tie a game. 5-all. It is also 2 games each in a best of 5 series, so this is for everything. Jbot off the ceiling. Flip reset incoming. It's a mind game. The car gets a piece of it. How on earth has the car stayed low enough there? I will never know. Actually, I could if I saved the replay.
Good script
so far, that hasn't been part of the plan. Revenge for the car. In fact, he's forced Jbot to score the own goal for him. Look at this by the car. So he's just driven into Jbot multiple times, scared him away, and watched the ball roll in. That's perfect revenge. He's going to be feeling great about that. The Raging Mule, thanks for 13 months. Really appreciate that. Got 1 minute and 28 seconds left in this 1v1 here. Let's see who's going to get the win. It's been scripted up until this point, with Jbot trailing for the majority. At the moment, he's trailing on boost very hard, just trying to get the ball clear so he can pick up some more small pads. Oh, a big one would have been great, but the car takes it away from him. Car air dribbles. Have to get rid of some time, have to actually take a shot, and that's looking a bit like the Wonder goal that got scored by Wonder. Not it was absolutely not a Wonder goal in the literal sense of the word. It was more of a bouncer after a missed flip reset that none of his opponents read. That looked like it could have been something similar. The Cars played the follow-up perfectly, 7-5. Can Jbot do anything about this? Or is the car going to get his first win on stream for quite a while? And I believe his first match on stream for quite a while. It's It's been a real tough grinder of a match. Jbot, just like in his debut, bringing it to game 5, except unlike in his debut, looks like he might not be able to win this one. Yes, I have. Thank you, Tiggle Bitties, for the bits. I would encourage all of you guys to do that so that you don't get testicular cancer, or if you do, you catch it early and it can be treated before it spreads. Oh, Scotner, thanks for the 27-month prime. Very interesting spam. Don't know if he's got it in him, boys. Cars look too solid. 2-goal lead. He's definitely got the IQ to just run out the clock here. Jbot needs to play everything as a shot. He doesn't have a choice at this point. Even though he would really not like to. He wants to just back off and use some of the space that he has. That'll be game and match for the car. Brilliantly done. The strong start was, in the end, all he needed to keep himself going right through. But GG's for both these guys. Very interesting series. Just constantly refreshing this donation thing in case somebody else donates and wants a shout out. But yeah, thanks to Jbot and the car for playing today. Great series. Really interesting to see such a clash of styles, but both be very effective as well. You too, Jbot. Take care.